Tom. I'm early. I'm sitting here, and I said, what do I do? Do I go ahead and go online? And so I decided I'll just go ahead and go online. So how's everybody today? This is impromptu live stream, and I decided to do a live stream today. No reason. Bored? Why not, right? So today we're going to talk about new things that may be coming down the road for passengers and airlines. I don't know that it's going to be that way, but I'm just going to tell you from experiences that people are having, and they explain to me, and so I'm going to pass that along to you guys. Let me get my coffee. Put that cup up. And so, here we go. So, let's just see what's going on and see who's on here today. All right. Mitch, probably going to be sleeping. Good morning, Mitch. How you doing? Yeah, I'm a little early today. Sorry about that. Just early. Have your fun. Enjoy your live stream. Thank you so much, Mitch, and thank you so much for being a positive influence on our channel. And thank you for that. William O'Leary, good morning, and sleep well. Mr. Mitch, Pauline, I will be there. Okay, Pauline. Ben Adorn, hello, Ben. A new one, new subscriber. I'll be there. Cost of living. Okay, I can talk about that. Filipina in USA. Good morning. Manny Diggs. Good morning. Tropical Tim. Woke up. Beautiful day. Tommy, you see that every man has a story. He said USA was great. I did. I did. I watched the whole video all the way through. He had me mesmerized during the whole video, and he's going to get a lot of views for that. But yeah, he said that basically in the long run that he went to U.S. thinking that things are not on the shelves and things is horrible in U.S. He went to visit his mother and get some stuff out of storage. So I'm glad that everything is well with him, and I'm glad everything is doing good. Well, we all know how that is. We all know how that is. We made it Las Vegas. Free parking, free salad if we play. The salad bar is quite large, over 220 items. They said roast beef and steak. I would have been there. I would have been there. That's fantastic. Roast beef and steak. We'll stay for 2 weeks, travel around, free parking for the RV. RC? RV. Yeah. Good morning, Michael, and hi. Good morning. How you doing? Free parking for the RV. Oh, yeah. That's right. They give you free parking in those large casino lots if you play. Omer, stop that. I have to get on him all. He's our baby. Randy Conrad, good morning. How you doing, Randy? Hopefully you're well today. Kevin and Gemma, good morning. How's Kevin and Gemma? I don't have audio. Can you guys hear me fine? Michael, can you guys hear me fine? Is it? Let's see. Is it just me? I don't know. I can't test the audio here where I'm at. My volume's up, right? I don't know if that matters. Does that make it better? I don't know. We'll do that and see. See if that's better, Kevin. 6 p.m. on the West Coast. We can hear you. Okay, Michael. Good. These gadgets. YouTube started this new thing now where you can, stream from YouTube. Before you could stream, but it was kind of harder. In other words, I couldn't. You had to go get the stream key. You had to have a laptop. You had to do this. You had to do that. So it's kind of hard for me. Loud and clear. David Bryan. Good morning. Good morning. Here well. Rick Morris. Good morning. Hopefully, how you doing well this morning, guys? Yeah, it's just a little short stream I wanted to talk about. Hey, what I wanted to talk about was this. I did a video on it. A video will be coming out after this. This is kind of like a twofer, But guy out of Miami and a guy, you guys probably seen my community tab. If you didn't, article in talking about Miami, what they're doing now is now asking travelers, where are you going? How long are you going to be? What country you're visiting? Of course, they already know that. Are you coming back to the United States? And if you are, how long are you going to stay there in that country? A friend of mine out of Miami and a guy out of JFK was asked those questions. And he was traveling along to come see his Filipina, but in Miami, and the other one has family, and they just traveled back here to visit for a while. And they asked him the same questions. So it's not just like they asked in Miami only, but there's an article on it too. that the State Department now has decided to ask people these questions. Now, is it because maybe new rules? No, I think it's because what they're stating is protection of the U.S. citizens leaving the country because of what's going on overseas. And as you guys know, every day there's an incident out here in the ocean with China and the Philippines. They had 2 on Friday where the China ships crashed into a couple of 2 different incidents. So it's just waiting, you know. Sorry, it was on Bluetooth. I've done that, Kevin. I've done that. I've done that many times, where I've had something, and I did a whole video yesterday, and they had no sound. I had to redo it. And the software I was just using, just regular, like the phone software. I don't know. It was messing up on me. So I don't know if that's something that they're going to be doing as time goes on. It's going to be really intense. I think it was Ben asked me about cost of living here. Cost of living here, Ben, is basically what you want to spend. Cost of living is like it is anywhere. If you guys know, every man has a story. Did a story. He's back in the States, visiting his mother, making sure everything's well. They're in Kentucky, and he said everything's fine. I'm so sorry I did not, Kevin. I will look at it today. I apologize for that. I have no excuse. I have no excuse. I did not, but I tell you what, it's going to be on my agenda today. I will look at those videos. So every man's stating that what he did was that it was okay. You know, he said, I was expecting things to fall apart. I was expecting things to not work. I was expecting things to, you know, go fall apart. Hold on, let me fix my laptop here. And everything is fine. I need to plug it in. The thing that what happens you don't realize too is the incidents that's happening now here are like, I don't know if they're just being bullies or what. You know, I don't know. It just seems like that. Hope we're praying. Good morning, Bob. Here you're fine. Thank you, Bob. Randy, I'm praying for you not. Yeah, me too. I know. And I to be honest with you, there is no reason for any kind of incidents at all. There's no reason for any of that. They're saying it's theirs. Philippines saying it's theirs, which we know that's true. It does belong to the Philippines. But why would someone do that? That's a very good question. And I think that overall, I think what we need to look at is trying to be bullies. You know, I that's all I can say about it. I'll catch up soon. All right, Kevin, I'll take a look at those videos today. I'm terribly sorry I didn't look. I apologize for that. Honestly, we had a sickness in the family, and we kind of been dealing with that, and sorry about that. And then another one was hospital in the hospital, and then we had one with a motorcycle accident. All happened in this last 10 days. So we've as you know, I just bank the videos and I just turn them on. I schedule it and I just turn them on. So I'll do like 10 videos in one day for whatever channels, podcasts, whatever. And I said, uh-oh. So I turned on, and I've been on YouTube, but just to answer questions. I'm sitting at the funeral home, and I'm sitting over at the hospital, and I'm sitting over at the other hospital, other place. And so we've kind of been really busy with that. So sorry about that. So no worries, Kevin. No worries. So Bob, how are things with you? And how are things there in your neck of the woods? Yeah, I hope things calm down a lot out there. It seems that sometimes that they're just pushing the buttons and see how far they can get away with it. I have to tell you, I have to commend the Philippine Navy. Their utmost professionalism on their part. They're doing really a good job making sure that they're just making sure, you know, that things are well, and they're doing a good job of that. We're living in Pennsylvania. Seems pretty normal. Food and gas go up. Otherwise, not too bad. Yeah, Randy. It. It. I. I have people, subscribers. If you hear it on my end, if you hear what I hear on my end, it is so overwhelmingly depressing. There's no food at the Walmarts. U.S. The poverty level is so high, people are living on the streets no matter where you go. Crime is up considerably. The state of the politics has gone to ruins. That things are just falling apart. Everybody's mass exodus there out of the U.S. And that's what I hear. And then 1,000 other things. Loaf of bread is $5, and all these things. And I keep hearing it and hearing it. And I go, it's like what every man said yesterday. I keep hearing these stories. Bud Brown said the same thing. I keep hearing these stories, and I'm really afraid. So when I was back there last year, I found for myself it's all lies. It's all lies. And every man said yesterday, apparently the people's telling me these things are the naysayers or the bad people that saying that, okay, it's horrible and things aren't well and things aren't going good and things like that. So I think for me, looking at it, you have to really look at both apples. Now, if I could come immediately, I would go there and visit and work and come back here and go there and come back here. But waiting on this crazy visa situation. And as you know, I did some research. Back in 2017 and 2018, 6,500 to 10,000 people a day were leaving the Philippines overseas and elsewhere to get out, just to get out of here. And of course, 19 and 20, it decreased because of what was going on with the COVID and all the other stuff. 21, 22, it's increased back up again, but now it's at 2,500 a day. 2,500 Filipino leave the Philippines every day. And we're going OFW, 90% of us probably OFW. In that group is Americans, foreigners, British, English, Australian. Some are going back to their countries for reasons, insurance and things like that. So, lots of food and things in Walmart, maybe the big cities. Yeah, to be honest with you, when I was there, my brother lives in Texas, and so I went to Dallas, and I flew into Los Angeles, so I was there for a while, so I knew everything was fine. Streets were clean. It was very nice. I took a taxi around. It's nice. It was really, I go, this is nice. But I had an overnight, so got back to the airport, then flew out the next day to Dallas. And my brother picked me up in Dallas airport, and it was fine. And I'm driving, I said, can we stop at a store? I want to get some things, snack and things. He goes, yeah. So we stopped at a Walmart, which he knows him because he was district manager at the time there before he retired in Dallas. So we went to a couple of Walmarts. Everything's fine. Shelves are stocked. Beautiful. People are so nice. That's what every man had stories said yesterday. People are so nice. People are nice. And I go, what? I'm hearing they're rude and angry and people are, doing this and doing that. And you know what? I guess what I've been hearing has all been wrong. And I'd be living there, going there, my brother living there, and seeing what it was about. I found that it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Today I paid $365. Well, hey, that's okay. It is, you guys help me figure this up. It is 65 a liter for regular gas here. 5 liter in a gallon, am I correct with that? So it'll be 30 and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 325, am I correct? 325 a gallon? You guys tell me if I'm wrong. So it's 325 a gallon here. Regular gas, there's David. Regular gas and $2.17 a gallon. Walmart French bread at 48 cents. Yeah, I love that French bread too. The long one. Oh, I love that French bread. I used to get it when it come out of the oven and grab and go down and get me some pastrami and go get me some cheese when it come out of the oven. I tell them, let me know. And my brother was telling me they put the vents right over the doors, when they bake. And so when you come in the stores, the first thing that hits you is the fresh breads and the cakes and the smells of fresh, you know. And so they do that, and they put the bread there for to sell them. And they'd sell, he said they'd sell tons of them just by putting the vents right over the doors. Not over the doors, but overhead. When you come in the store, the first thing you smell is bread, fresh bread baking. So he told me that story. And, but 48 cents, 217, Tyler. Yeah, when I was in tech, I was fine, man. I said, wow, this is nice. I really enjoyed myself there and really had a good time. I was really like, excited to be there. But my family was sick, and so I wasn't excited. But I was excited to see the U.S. and how much it changed. And sometimes it changed. It really, honestly, it didn't change. The people changed, got older, but the area was okay. It didn't change that much, you know. Michael says, half a dozen of my wife's school teachers from Jinsan just arrived here in the States for teachers' positions in New Mexico. Took them 4 years. Oh, wow. 4 years. It took 4 years for the visa process. I tell you what, we'll be pushing that soon, 2 years plus on ours. Just trying to get it to the level, you know, that just trying to get it. It's the USCIS is backed up, honestly. I've not even got past USCIS yet. I'm still in USCIS. I haven't made it to my DS-260, which is the green card. It's the worker's permit. It's the green thing so she can go to work. That's what the DS-260. US, and I found this out from an immigration attorney. The USCIS visa is just to make sure you're married. I mean, come on. I've been here 6 years. You know, 8 years now. We got married. We're married. Oh, I meant 6 years I turned in the paperwork. That's what I meant to say. 6 years I turned in the paperwork that we've been married. 4 years for the visa. Well, a lot of empty shelves during the COVID. Even before I left 2 years ago, shelves were full, but prices spiked. I could see that, Rick. And you know, I did notice prices of things. You know, like eggs were up, and not saying they're fairly cheap here. You know, eggs are cheap and bread's cheap. It may not be the size of bread that we are used to in the States. But I got to tell you, to be honest with you, I never realized how much I missed it until I didn't have it. And when I got back there, I missed it a little bit more. I missed the environment. I missed, some of the foods. Here's the foods. Married to a Filipino for 33, and we are doing okay. Hey, Bob, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah, a lot of guys are saying that they arrived in the States and things are fine with their ladies, and they're doing their thing. And I know Michael and Heidi's doing well. Oh, 271. Oops, it's okay, Dave. Even at 271, that's a deal. That's a deal. You ever browse the Walmart app to compare prices? I did. I compared prices to Walmart, and I just picked Phoenix, New York. I picked Buffalo, New York, Walmart, and then Daytona Beach, Walmart. All prices vary about the same. They're a little bit off, just a little bit. They're not really. Walmart's one of the ones where you go in a region that's more expensive. They pretty well keep prices the same. $1.32 for a loaf of bread. Here, I don't want to talk about it. Here, it's just a little bit more. I mean, I went to S&R, and I got to tell you, it's kind of expensive. Now, I'm accustomed to regular, like 15-ounce cans of stuff. Their cans are 6-ounce here. And so, depending on what you're going to buy, it's $1. Just figure $1 a can. Sometimes, like Starkist tuna, I call it, there's the bread brands, is 82 peso. So it was $1 and whatever 30 pesos, $1.39, $1.50 for a can. And I compared that to the 98-cent Starkist tuna that was there in Daytona and in Phoenix at the time when I did the test. So the price is here a little bit more, and probably because of shipping it here, I'm assuming. I'm only guessing that. Shipping that here was probably a thing that caused the prices to go up, Good morning, Warren. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, my life's pretty good. I love my country. Me too, Randy. I love my country, and honestly, I can't wait to get back there. And I, the longer I wait, the less time I have to piddle around, work, do something. I was at the mall the other day, and I was at the coffee shop, and ladies were saying, I was talking to them, I said, how much you make a day at the coffee shop? They said, well, we make, right now, they start us out at 150 peso, $3 a day, but we get tips, and not everybody tips. Only foreigners tip. Filipino don't tip. And I said, really? And she said, yeah, we don't get any tips Filipino. Only foreigner tip, like you. You gave us all, which I gave them all there, 20 pesos each. There was 4 of them working. So I bought my $3 coffee and gave each one of them 20 pesos. And you would think I gave them $1 million. And that's the reason I asked them. I said, well, how much money do you guys make? And they said, we only make this. And I felt bad. I was thinking maybe I could go there and make the coffee and teach me, this. I could do it. Something to do. And I said, instead of me sitting here, I could be doing something. But she said $3 a day. I don't think I'm working there for $3 a day for a cup of coffee. But I was just checking, and it's not too much. In the States, no worries. Go down wherever. You can go find, piddle around doing something. Heck, you can make birdhouses in the garage and take them down to the flea market and sell them. And hopefully you sell one. You make something. Here, they don't do anything like that. And I miss that. I miss my tools, my shop, doing stuff. Really, it's junk what I did, but I want Ruth to do the same. Joe and Jeannie, good morning. How you doing? Rick Morris. I work for the school board, and that's when you find out if you can talk about views. I couldn't because my lost me my job. Yeah. I could understand that, Rick. I could understand that. And you know what, Rick? I agree with you. And I got to tell you something. Driving a bus is not easy. And think about that when you work for the school board. And working at the school, because you were a teacher, right? So it's hard. Good morning, Mars. How you doing? How's Miss Mars? Good morning. Thumbs up. Ads done. Thank you, Joe and Jeannie. And thank you so much. Mars, thank you so much. Thank you. It's nice to see you. So I was going to get Mr. Somebody. High five. How you doing, Mr. Somebody? Pumpkin Joe. Good morning. How you doing? Good to see you, Joe. Joe, you did an excellent video the other day. Brought up some good points. Joe talked about drinking. And please don't get caught up into numbing your body and drinking in the Philippines. Not just in general, to enjoy yourself, but not to let it take over your life. And when I found Jesus, and I quit drinking, one of the things, I'll be honest with you, I Ruth saved my life, all right? Ruth saved my life. By coming here, it saved my life. Do I regret coming here? No. Do I love the country? I love it here. I would stay here all the time. And I like it here, but I just am bored. That's all. I'm just bored. And I want more activities to do. Like, I want to be able to go get in a car and, say, for instance, drive down wherever on the interstate and go here. And I want to go here. I want to go to the hobby shop. I want to go over here, solar. I want to go see the solar guy. Here, it is a nightmare. We went to go look for solar batteries. It took us 3 hours because, oh, sorry, it's closed. It moved over here, so it went over there. Oh, sorry, sir, we don't have those anymore. You don't have to go over to Joe's solar, which is over there. So we went over there. He didn't have any. He's like, are you guys kidding me? When I was here 4 years ago, there were solar battery stores everywhere. Randy, good morning. You can make a ton while making deliveries in USA. I got to tell you, my friend's making deliveries for medical supplies. Two different friends. They're not merely my friends, they're acquaintances, okay? One is making delivering supplies, medical supplies, like the masks, oxygen, the small tanks, the oxygen tanks, the machines that make the oxygen, hospital beds. He's like in a van, okay? He's making a fortune. The other guy is delivering packages, working for some off-brand company, just delivering packages like no more than 12-inch by 12-inch packages, like letters and documents and sunglasses and things like that. They have a weight limit. But anyway, he gets, for every delivery he delivers, he gets like 60 something cents, 60 cents on all deliveries. Okay, so I said that's not much. He goes, Tom, I'll go to a complex like to a building like Sun Tower, and I'll have 100 deliveries in that just one building. You just go up, deliver, and go to the next building, deliver. He said he's making about, on the average, about 300 a day. I don't know how many packages it is. That seems like a lot. Plus, and the gas is covered by the company. Mars, good morning, Miss Mars. Pumpkin Joe. Yeah, Pumpkin, I like that. Campbell's Chunky Soups are $2.75 last year during Now Watch. This week they're on sale at $1.47. Super One Foods worked out the $1.40 with my senior discount. Bought 23 cans. High five, David. I would too. Good for you, man. Super One Foods. I was going to go get the Philippine card. You know, they call the card. What do they call that card? The retirement card. I feel bad. I feel like I'm taking away from Filipino. Is that a bad feeling? Should I feel bad doing it. People say do it. You know, it's a discount card for senior citizens if you're SRV holder. So I said, okay, I'll do that. And then I said, no, that's taking away from Filipino. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get in the front of the line and get the card and get a discount. But a lot of people do it. A lot of foreigners do it. A lot. Mars. I was the school bus driver supervisor of my school, 40-hour employees. Oh, wow. With summers off. I worked for parts of it. They were still working, but I'd probably be over 30 an hour. Oh, wow, Rick. Wow. Supervisor of my school, 40-hour employee. And I tell you what, Rick, that's cool. I'd do that. I'd do that now. I do that now. I did do, there was a place called Capital Office Products, and one time when I didn't have anything going on, I delivered for them on the weekends. And this is years ago, though. And I made pretty good money delivering the weekends, but a lot of businesses were closed, so it was deliveries that they couldn't make during the week. You tried to deliver them on Saturday, and that worked out okay. My wife baked bread from different YouTube videos from different countries. She always surprises me. Hey, Bob, Ruth's oven died, right? And so we're trying to figure out a way how to make extra income. And Ruth says, because our oven died, and we're trying to find one that's comparable to that one. And we're finding some nice ones. Not like Rick found a couple that's nice, but we're just working on that. And so she's finding some. Making these things in these containers, and I said, well, I'll go down to the bus terminal, I'll sell them. She goes, what? I said, you pack them up, put them in a container, whatever you do, tell me how much you want for them, I'll go sell them at the bus terminal. She goes, well, I said, I will. I won't be. I said, video it, and video it every day I go down there. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for extra money. I said, I'm not too shy to go to the corner and sell something. And it's extra money. If I could make, 30, 40, 50 bucks a day or 100 a day or whatever, I'll do it. I don't mind doing it. She goes, really? I go buy 100 containers. So she went yesterday and bought containers. So she's going to make it, and I'm going to go down to the bus terminal. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to go down there and sell them. Hey, whatever you want for them, just tell me what it is. And so, so she's going to do that. And I'm going to start selling those because why not? I'm not too proud. They think that it's bad for me to do that? I don't think so. It's being an entrepreneur. Morris, good morning. Good morning, Jim Allner. Nice to see you. Yeah, you earned it. Yeah. I don't feel bad about it. You deserve it. Well, I kind of thought the same, but then I feel bad doing it. You know what I mean? You know how that is. Hey, Dave Bryant, I used to live in Henderson, Texas. Now live in Cagayan City. Oh, Cauan City. Okay. I think I pronounced it. Kid Unger, good morning. How you doing, Ken? If you're good with your hands, make furniture. Yeah, I'm not that good. And I'm not good at things like that. I mean, if somebody wanted a rough cut, something made, I could do it rough cut. But as far as me But I'll tell you what I'm good at is the creativity. Like thinking of things. Example, I'll give you an example. I had an idea for Ruth and I would go to the U.S. to sell a few things at the flea markets and run the circuit. There's a circuit, you guys know the circuit, where Mondays you go here, Tuesdays you go here, Wednesdays you go here, Thursdays you go here, Fridays you go here, and there's a circuit that guys run that. And it's just regular group guys. You see the same guys with new people run that circuit. And then you see locals in that area run that circle. And they make a living. And some make 3 figures easy doing that. Easy. And been doing it for years. I mean, there's people out there 80 years old still doing it and been doing it. Some just sell tomatoes. And that's what they do. If you live in Florida, you know that you want fresh tomatoes. Just catch the guy on the side of the road when tomatoes run in. Go down there and get your tomatoes and onion and whatever else he has there. And that's some of the best tomatoes you'll ever have. Good morning, Ken. Same you, Joe. And so I thought about that. And I thought, well, if I get that card, I kind of feel bad for me. Then Ruth says, no, I think you should do it. You deserve the right. I mean, you've worked hard all your life. And you work as hard or harder than these guys have here. Why not? So I'm still mixed about it. But it's who I am. I don't know. I'm goofy that way. Really goofy that way. But I will go sell those, whatever those desserts that she's wanting to sell. They're not buko pies or anything that they sell at the market, but they're something, and I'll go sell it. Whatever I need to do to sell it, I'll go sell it. I'm not too proud to sell it. I just feel like that I probably should, and she's going to make those, and she's had RR to try to sell them at school, but she don't want to do it, okay? So, but her classmates do. So her classmates, I don't know why I don't want to do it, just don't want to do it. Classmates going to start selling those. And I think that's a good idea. And she pays them whatever per sale and does it that way. You guys saying hello to Mars and everything. So the airlines may be thinking that, why are you leaving? Let's see, how long are you going to be? I see you have an exit back out of there. There was like 7 questions they asked. United Airlines now flying from SCO to Manila nonstop, much cheaper than PAL. Is it really? Wow, I'll have to check that out. United Airlines. United's good. I used to love United. I did fly United for years. I love United back in the day. You guys remember TWA and Pan Am and all those guys, right? You guys remember all those guys, right? So I'm also still mixed about getting my card over there, Tom. Yeah, it's sort of like, I don't know. I feel like I'm taking away from someone, and if somebody sees me in line, they may say something. But I tell you what, when it says senior, I do go up, because you got 40, 50 kids in the line here, okay? It takes them forever to make a decision on what they're going to go and get at Burger King. I know what I want when I walk in the door, but they stand there for 10 minutes making a decision. And they're, counting their money like I used to do. So I just go straight to the senior line and I get help. And I do that. I will do that because I'm not sitting behind there. I mean, I saw one American standing there. He's not familiar with the Philippines. So I said, go to the senior line. He goes, what? I said, come over here. Him and his Filipino and the kids. He said, can I come here? I said, you can. I said, you knew the Philippines? He goes, yes. I said, how long have you been here? He's from Portland, Oregon. He said, I've been here now 48 hours. I said, how do you like it? He said, it's really different. He said, thank goodness I'm just visiting. I'm going to be here for about a month, and then I'm going to head back. I said, your wife got the visa? He said, yeah, we're headed back. We came to visit her mom. And he said, is this your first time here? He said, yeah, this is really my first time here. I said, well, how did you get your visa? He said, back in the day, it was really easy to get a visa. We've been married 30 years. Cayenne City. Okay. What age is considered senior in Philippines? 60. 60. 60, Michael. So if you're 60, you're considered, because the average people don't live to 65 here. Very rarely you see somebody 65 and older. If you find somebody 65 and older, if they make it to 70, they're really lucky. You don't see very many at all past 70-year-old here. I very rarely do. In fact, we talked about that over here to my landlord. We talked about that and asked how old I was, and they were saying that it's the same. Yeah, that either diabetes get them because of we know that the sweets and the rice, right, with the white rice and the sweets, and they said it's usually that or kidney or problems, and the reason for a lot of that is because of the health care itself. Some won't go to the doctor when they need to go to the doctor. They just hold it in and hold it in and hold it in instead of going to the doctor. When they need their teeth fixed and they don't get their teeth fixed, it causes other problems in their body and in the poisons and all that other stuff. And they were talking about that. Of course, if you get to Central Florida, you can sell corn when the season comes around. Hey, Jim, I'll do that too. Yeah, you go to, what's that festival up there? The corn festival up there. There's a corn festival right there in the Popco. What's that corn festival? I do that corn festival. I can sell corn. I tell you what, they're bringing in by truckloads over there at DeLand on Wednesdays. They'll bring it in truckloads, and they sell a truckload over it too, because people go there and buy it. It's cheap, 6 or 10 ears for $1 or something like that. It's not cheap. And at that festival, you go in, you just pay a fee, and you eat, and I think all the corn's for free, and then they have singing and dancing and all that stuff. Thumbs up. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, thank you so much. 216 thumbs up. If you don't use it, you lose it. The senior discount. Yeah, I don't want to do that. 60, yeah. 60, and they retire here at 60. I was talking to a lady, her retirement here, what she gets in retirement. She worked for the electrical company of Fabeco, and the electrical company itself inside the office, she was the secretary. And she makes 6,000 peso a month on her retirement. And she paid in every month. So $120. Working since she was young, since she was a kid. 30, well, to 60, so I don't remember, which is 40 years, I think. A long time. It's a long time. So she gets $120 a month. She went into other businesses. They didn't do so well, so she's ended up into other things. So, but she gets $6,000 a month. Now, some of the guys, I said, why do you get so little? Aren't some of the guys getting like 20,000? She goes, oh no. Why? You get 20, you'd be rich. I said, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I was told to get about 20. She goes, no, they'll get 10 or 12, something like that. My mother-in-law is in her 70s, clean province life, I guess. Yeah, most men in the province aren't in great physical, even the old age. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. They were telling me the other day that even me, I'm slumped over, that I need to walk straight because I walk slumped over like this. I said, oh, I don't like that. So I have a new thing. I'm going to try to walk straight now. I guess I'm getting that slump over. I don't like to slump over. So even sitting here, I catch myself. But the chairs are so small for me that I catch myself leaning and I sit in the chair slump, so it's easy for me to do that. And I maybe cause a problem. Yeah, the older guys, and I say guys that are older, are, and I did meet an 80-year-old lady not long ago, and she was in great shape. But yeah, province life. Big Kev, good morning. How you doing this morning? Nice to see you. And hopefully you're doing well, Big Kev. So nice to see you, Big Kev. So like for me, retirement is really good here. And I was thinking maybe, I like going to flea markets, I like going to garage sales. Well, they don't have that here. I enjoy going to antique stores, and I'm not a person, I have little patience. So my streams here like this, I get that's checked, that's checked, that's checked, that's checked, that's checked. I did all that. Where if you go somewhere else, okay, we'll go to Bohol, or we'll go to Cebu, we'll go to the island, we'll go down here, we'll go down South Cebu, we'll go here, we're here. Check, 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 check. We did all that. We went to the waterfalls, we did that. Enchanted Park, we did that. We did all that. And I did videos, but it's like, you know, like the park that I just went to last week. That's why I'm in the Philippines. Not rich, just can't afford my country. Yeah. I understand, Jim. You know what? Here's something. I said the same thing. But mine's been open. Philippines has taught me one thing, that I can make it in the United States. And I can live cheaper. And I can make it in the United States. When I was there last year, I did some research, and I think I've told you guys this before. You can buy lots. You can buy lots for $2,000, $5,000, $3,000, and make payments on that lot, $200, $300, $400 a month for 36 or however long it is. And you own the lot. Once you start making payments on it, it's yours until you finish paying it off. You get the title. But some are high and dry. Well, all are. Most are. Some have power, water, all, septic. Some don't. You got to do it all. And I was looking at the tiny homes. Taxes a year run anywhere from $10 a year on up to $50 to $100 a year. So I was looking at these I've looked at hundreds and hundreds from Arkansas and Tennessee and Alabama, Georgia, North South Carolina, New Mexico. New Mexico has some beautiful properties. Arizona and Apache and Cochise and all up in there, and Sholo, great, but there's no water. But there's a way to get water. But I got to thinking about that. I can live in U.S. what I make here, what I have, because I did. Now I have 2 extra mouths to feed and other things, but my thing is going to be, the hardest it's going to be for me is I have to buy a car, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to have insurance for that. So that's going to be the hardest thing. But there is a way around that. Florida Hospital has a program there in Florida that if you're a member, like me, a senior citizen, and their family members, as long as you go to their hospitals, you get really a reduction rate in the fees every month. It's like Caritas was here. It's a group plan. And the fees are really reduced. You get a card. It's regular health insurance. And deductible is 0. But you have to go to their hospitals. And it runs anywhere from, I think by age, $150 to $200 a month. And RR will be included in the plan for free. So there's criteria to it. But that's the plan I'm looking at doing. And it's really a good plan. There is also, a couple more. I used to go to flea markets for collectibles and retro games when I was still stateside. I tell you what, I enjoyed that. To be honest with you, what I used to do is take my Amazon, okay? I go to the flea markets or garage sales, and they had Hot Wheels or stuff. I'm not really into that personally, but they have things there. If I scan it, what's it going for in eBay? What's it going for on Amazon? I bought some Hot Wheels and stuff. Free, basically free. Got them all for free. I mean, tons and tons, boxes of them. Put them online. I made a fortune on those things. Sell them online. Put them on eBay. Put them on Amazon. I sold them like crazy. So if you were to list this today, you could list for this amount of money. I mean, it was like 100 times more than what I paid for it. It's free. I got it basically for free. Hey, buy everything on this table for $20. And there was shirts and hats, and there was leathers, and there was chaps and all kinds of stuff like that. Ladies just want to get rid of it. Don't worry, Tom. Slump overcomes the age. Yes, it does. You have an A-type personality, so you need to keep busy. I'm lazy doing nothing. Sometimes I work for. Yeah, you're right. I do. I do. I have to be doing something. If I'm not on YouTube making a video or doing something, I got to be doing something. I just get mad and I take a nap. Honestly, I just get mad and I take a nap. Sometimes I just take a nap. I don't want to take one, but I got to. I paid off my house in August. Now I can afford to live here. There you go. High five. I did do some research. Mitch Brumwell said the other day that Elon Musk is selling these homes for $15,000. They are. He is. He's selling homes, expandable homes, for $15,000. Comes with aircon. It's like 600 square feet. Oh, you be relaxed there, little one. You stay in here with Daddy. Then Homer want to go out, but he's staying here with Daddy. So the thing that I liked about them, they were self-contained, like my expandable house. I thought about that. Well, I don't have 15 cash that I'm going to throw into that. So for that, I need 15 to live, right? So I thought, what am I going to do? I have an idea. Home Depot. Close. They have the tiny homes. Semi-finished, finished, unfinished homes. Okay? Will they meet the requirements of where you're going to park it? I don't know. I have to do research on that. But you pop one of those on a piece of property and you'd be set. I was getting some of those modern day modular homes I see in the lower states. Philippines. They look great now. Hey, Joe, you can buy them for 15. Search online, Elon Musk expandable house. Look, 15 straight up. And they are selling them. It's called Boxable. Boxabl. Boxable. Started a company in Las Vegas, and the guy sells homes. They're concrete panels, all right? Like where I have sandwich panels, metal panels with styrofoam in between. There's concrete. Anyway, they started making these. It's called Boxables. You can stack them 20 feet or 40 feet. They're like mine for 15. Now remember, I paid $12,000 for mine delivered here. You can buy them for 92. I think I can get those now for 62. Now you can ship that my home to the States. You just need to make sure that the county will approve something like that, which they should, because it's all wired, like anything else. I don't know what the cost would be, but you can buy them for $6,200. You can buy my house right now for $6,200. Ship it to the States, and it gives you 500 square feet of living. Can't beat it. I mean, comes with a bathroom, all wired, 110. It's got a power box, all the lighting's included, the sinks, countertops, bathroom, sink, mirrors. It's a standalone, finished house, ready to go for 15. You can buy my expandable house for 62 from Australia and or China. Go figure. That's how much mine's reduced in price. So you can ship one of those bad boys there, put it on a lot. You pay a couple grand for it. Let's just say you buy a lot for $2-3 grand. Make payments $200, $300 a month for 2 years, 3 years. It's yours, right? And 1 year. And you put one of those bad boys on, you're set. All you need is septic. There's where your costs come in. If you could, I can do my own septic. I know how to do septic. Now I know how to do septic. I can do my own septic. But the county may not let you because of permits. Bob Kelly. Oh, what did it say? Oh man, nah, okay. Yeah, modern day homes. So 140K, you have your own, but those Lowe's homes are 15K. Elon Musk has his 15K. Out of Las Vegas, let's ship by Las Vegas. You got to pay the fee. Boxable. Boxabl. Check them out and check out the channel. It shows really great stuff. Started by a guy back years and years here in his son years ago, for people that maybe want to have their own home, and it gives people the availability to have their own house and things like that. So I like it. I like the idea. I like the idea of it. Hold on a minute. Let me let him out here. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. I had to let the puppy out. I thought maybe he had to go to the bathroom or something like that. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, and I think that if you think about it, that's the way we're going to try to go. I want to live in an RV. I want to do something like that, but I don't know if I can. What areas? Yeah, they're built. They're built in Las Vegas. They get them for 15. They have some for 15. I looked it up. Where's my? Oh, I'm on my phone. Sorry. That's. Let's see here. Anyway, they got some for 15. If you can't do that, you can buy an Australian 6,200, ship it to the States, and might be okay with that. But my house is fine. These boxables are actually hurricane proof. They gave no category on it, meaning it's. I guess it can go just about a long ways on it. I could build one for a fifth of the price they charge. Me too, Dave. And I would hire someone, or if I don't have the knowledge to do it, I would hire someone to do it, because that would be the thing to do. I can see a lot of good future into that. In that type of life, people doing that. And so it's an idea. So I've looked at all that stuff, and I would if it was me and I had a do-over, I would still build my house, buy this house. I wouldn't have anyone build anything here, because the material a little on the side is not really. They're substandard quality materials. Even the concrete is, it's okay, but it's all right. We want to live here. That's the best you can. That's the only thing you can do. You don't have a choice but build it like that and have it like that. I don't like the building here. Believe me, I built the house, so I know experience. I haven't worked on it in our home this morning. Have to go, but nice life. Thank you so much, Pumpkin Joe. See you later, and thank you for spending your valuable time. Do you miss your van? No, I don't. I tell you the reason why I don't miss my van. That I would have to drive it, and honestly, driving here is a challenge for me, personally. It's not a challenge for everybody, but for me personally, it's a challenge here. It's a matter of when you're going to have an accident, because you're going to have one. It's just a matter of time. I don't care who you are and how long you've been driving. It's like my brother-in-law said, no matter when, you're going to have an accident here. And I can tell you 5 people that I know, they're subscribers that I know personally, that have bought vehicles. Have actually 2 have lost their brand new vehicles already. Lost them because they were in an accident, and they took it. They took it, and they still don't have it back. One, that brand new truck, it's been 2 years now. He's not gotten it back. So I would just, because he was in an accident, it was his fault, and so they took it. And he stopped making payments on it. So it's just a long story about that one. I should do a video on that. So I don't miss my van. I'd rather just take a taxi or the bus. I enjoy that somebody else do the driving. In the States, I'll be driving everywhere. I'll be going everywhere. I'll be doing everything. Here, not so. It's too easy to get in an accident here. There's no rules. So when somebody goes 100 mile an hour, it's like Ruth said that they caught a guy doing a 160 kilometer, which is not fast in our standards. Our interstates do that, but on these roads here, and he got in an accident and hurt somebody. So I'd rather just not drive. Ruth and I kind of made that decision because we got hit a couple, 2 or 3 times where people hit us. And I didn't have the van for 6 months. How long do I have that van? 6 months? And people are hitting me. A lot of people don't have any problem with it, but I do personally. I will even ride the motorcycle. I won't do that. Ruth has gotten into 3 accidents, maybe 4. One was not fatal, but it could have been really fatal. She hurt her arm and her shoulder really bad. We didn't discuss this online, and it wasn't the right thing to do. I'm not really into in an accident. Look at Ruth, she got bleeding. I'm not into that stuff. These people are here. Some of these guys, but she guy came by, clipped her, flipped her handlebar, flipped over, flipped on the ground. Bike went this way. She went right in the middle of traffic. The car slammed on her brakes. Came here, got her right here, pinned her down, scraped here, scraped her shoulder. It's like, it's wind. Now remember, we've had those electric bikes for 4 years. Yeah. We've had them longer than that, but she got an accident at her 5th or 6th year having those. I've been here 9 years, almost 9. In 6 months, I'll be here 8.5 months. I've been here 8 years and 6 months. So it clipped her so bad that she's reluctant. I would be too. Now the other 2 accidents were hit and run off the road. You know, hit you and they just run you off the road. She ran off the road into a gully, and they just do that. I mean, it's just life. It's life here. It's just the way it is. I mean, I got running off in a gully myself by a van where their guy got mad. I'm in the right lane, this far from the edge, and the van was trying to get around this way. He's trying to get around this way. One of those high lefts. He's trying to get around this way, and when he did, he come around the corner and he clipped my front tire, which caused me to run off the ground into the field. I was okay, but I was in mud knee deep to my knee, and which was okay. I was okay, but me pulling that bike out was a nightmare. A couple of the Filipinos stopped and helped me get the bike out, but that's when I decided to stop driving. So here is, we've had some experiences with that, so we just kind of stay away from it. People here in Texas drive like maniacs too, in time also for an accident. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's the same thing in Florida. They're just crazy. They'll just go down the road and just run you off the road. I know. The Philippines is crazy to drive. Believe me, it is. People that want to drive here, go for it. And if you want to spend $5,000 for a used car, and that's what it is. It's $5,000 for a used car. And I mean that's a lot. Of $6,000 for a used car. And to be honest with you, a lot of times they're junk themselves. I went and looked at some used cars just for the heck of it. Would you close my door, please? Thank you. Used cars themselves are gone up, you know. So I was looking at used cars. You buy a used car, 4 years old, you can get some good deals on them. You buy them from $8,000 or $10,000, which is comparable to the U.S., but just a little bit more pricier than the U.S. You can have a good car here, but honestly, the roads are made, they don't have wide lanes, they have smaller lanes here, so it's really hard to get down the road. So you're kind of stuck in that environment, you know. But drivers only treat them as suggestions. Yeah, they do. The Philippines have laws, and they do. What's a stop sign? They may have it, but they do it. I know that in the cities, they'll really patrol the lights, and you guys heard the story about Ollie and his thing. The guy wanted some extra this. They'll pull you over if they see that you're driving. What I loved about the van was I made sure it had tinted windows so they didn't know that it was a foreigner driving, because if they do, sometimes they'll pull you over. Sir, you have a driver's license, sir, like this. Because they'll stand out on the road, guys, as you guys know this, if you live here. They'll have a trap down the road there, and they'll pull off motorcycles and tuk-tuks and things like this, and cars too. And if they point and tell you to move over, you move over. And there'll be 10 or 15 with 10 or 15 motorcycles to chase you down if you don't pull over. And so one guy pulled me over one time as I'm driving. I'm thinking, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm driving with the traffic. Sir, your license? I said, yeah, here it is. And he said, okay. And I said, what did I do wrong? Oh, nothing. We're just checking their licenses and things. Sir, you know that you kind of cut a guy off over there? I said, no, I didn't. I was in the same lane the whole time. I said, unless you had glasses about 5 kilometers back, I may have done that, but I didn't do that. Sorry. Ruth's talking to him in the side and says, no, you're wrong. Okay, sir, you think maybe you got any money for snack? And I knew then what that was. Ruth did too. Said, he goes, like this. So Ruth gives him a couple hundred pesos. Is that enough? I said, give him another. So she gave him another 200. So we left. So 400, $8. Okay. So that's the reason I had to, and I tinted those windows. So you gotta think about that. So, and they'll search for that. I'm just saying, you know, did they do all? I don't know. They did me. I don't know. I don't know about anybody else, but all I know is me. But I know for me, I tell you what, we learned early on that you got to be prepared for stuff like that. And my friend Stephen had a car. He has a Toyota Vios, and they pulled him over too for the same thing in Iligan, and they wanted money from him too, except he had to pay like 1,000 pesos for snack. Where I'm at, if you are white, they don't bother you. I was stopped on the way back from CDO. As soon as they saw me, they waved me on. Yeah. And CDO's where I got in that trouble with the ticket that time, turning left. Well, that was a nightmare. They wanted snack on that one. Ruth has said, I'm not doing it. Remember, I turned left and I shouldn't have there in CDO. And they straightened me out on that because I was, there was no signs above or visible. It was behind me, it was like 10 feet before the stop sign, no left turn. So they got me. I didn't even see the sign. I mean, there's buses and vans going through there. I never even saw the sign. Later on, we looked at it. It was, but they do that. So they do that. So Davao, I got pulled over too. Davao, was nothing. I did nothing wrong, but they saw my that I was driving. Now, friends of mine have that happen all the time. So, yeah, in fact, I think a lot of times too, if you think about it, Rick, I think it's like who's on duty, who's going to be there, you know, this, that, and other. But LTL checks all the time their licenses and things, and you can always tell when there's a trap coming up. My brother-in-law got caught illegal turning the wrong way. Yeah, illegal was they got him. He said, and it cost him 1,000 pesos the time he got out of paying their. That was their snack fee. They called it. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. You got to be kind of prepared for that when you come to the Philippines. Be prepared to deal with that and not worry about that. So, the Philippines, yeah, driving, the drivers only treat them as suggestions. You're right about that. I like driving here. I love driving on the mountain roads and going out on mountain roads and doing things like that. But sometimes it can be quite frustrating going through some of the towns and communities because the kids will run out in front of you and they'll dart across the road or somebody will walk out in front of you. You can get clipped really easy here. Let's see. What else? You guys are quiet today, Mr. Somebody. David says yeah, talking about the house. I'd build some type or buy one. I wonder if you can buy. What more restrictions would be buying one? You guys might know. Dave, you know restrictions that might be for buying one and putting it on a piece of property there in Texas? There's some cheap land there in Texas, man. The dry, high and dry. Some have power at the street. I wonder restrictions be putting in a tiny home, you know, or a shed with bathroom and all that. I mean, they have them, you know. There's little 2-story ones. I mean, they're up about 15. I know that RV and they won't let you put an RV on some of those. They do have RV lots that you can buy an RV lot, but it's kind of out and away from sight, I think. Like up in the mountains, like thing where no one's there anyway. You can buy an RV lots that way and put septic on there and or shed. A lot of guys, that's what they're doing. They're out and away. Like Mexico has some out and away up in the mountains. You can buy land really cheap, but the problem is getting water to them. You'll have to truck in the water. or do a catch basin system whenever it does rain, and you have enough maybe for a while. I don't mind the drive, but I can see that it would change as I got older. One of the reasons to talk about, it's one of the reasons we talk about living in CDL. Yeah, CDL for me personally is tough. Davo's worse. Davo is just a hard area, Rick, for me. CDL was okay, but we would go to S&R out of Purwa, and I was like, are you kidding me? Where's this thing at? Why is it way over here? You know, because my old stomping ground's back way on the backside there towards maybe SM downtown or that area over in there, because or by the bus terminal area. But I love, when I visit CDO, I love CDO. I like Malabalai too. Malabalai is really nice because it's cooler temperatures, and I like staying there. I really had a good time when I would go there. It's always, good thing. So I was thinking, I guess I'll call the stream. I'm tired, doing nothing. I had my coffee, and I've only had just a few sips out of it. But I did have a nice breakfast this morning. R made cookies yesterday, and she made chocolate chip cookies. So that's what I had for breakfast. Not a good breakfast, but that's what I had. She's taking some to school, and Ruth took some to her meeting today she has with her little classmate friends. Have a good day. Thank you, guys. I want to thank everybody, Rick, Randy Conrad for coming on today. I want to thank all of you guys, Jim Allner coming on today, David Bryant, Mr. Somebody, Pumpkin Joe. I want to thank you for coming on today and spending your time, Jim Allner, Big Kev, thank you for coming on. I want to thank you guys for coming on today and spending your valuable time. Mars, Joe, and Jeannie, I want to thank you for coming on, and Bob Kelly, Rick Morris. Thanks for Kevin and Gemma spending your valuable time, and I appreciate it. And I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos, and I'll see you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. God bless everybody.